When Vine entered the classroom, all the students turned their eyes on her, drooling at her beauty. Even though she was getting so much attention from them, she didn't look at anyone except one, who was sitting near the first bench and reading something in his book. Seeing him, she smiled because the guy was her one-sided love, and everyone teased him, calling him a nerd in the whole class. She made her way and bent next to him. Hi, Dave. He cutely raised his head and looked at who called him through his round glasses, which framed his beautiful eyes. He stuttered nervously. Hi, Vaughn. She nodded at him brightly and sat beside him, her shoulder slightly brushing his shoulder. At that second, before she could smile at him, he immediately moved slightly, making distance between them, which made the second bench notice it and laughed at them. One of them spoke up, whole college drooling over her, and look who she sit with. Then she glanced back, and that's all was said. The laughter silenced by her death play as a warning, sign in silence. She looked at Tay, who was reading. Did you hear, Tay, what they said? He didn't respond, and she furrowed her eyebrows at his nervous look, and then she held his hand, making him look at her with his wide eyes. Did you hear, Tay, what they said or not? I did. Then why didn't you react to them? I'm nervous. That's why all are here calling you no. Jay, don't be like that. Change your beat. Be different, okay? I don't know anything. I'm nervous. Saying it, he got up and left, leaving her in a disbelieving look. More than 1,000 times, I think I told him, and I even tried to change him, but he still chose to run away like this. Vine lost him, even though he is a man, but she never tried to confess to him. He was always nervous and behaved scared, even when she tried to get close to him. And he had no friends in college, but Vine was his friend, as she had ordered him to, and he couldn't refuse her offer of friendship. Dave was going somewhere holding 2 books in his hands, but he fell down when someone put their leg into his paw, making him trip and fall. Dave hissed and rubbing his elbow, which was slightly injured from the fall. A group of guys surrounded him, laughing at him. Hey, stupid nerd, where are you going? Dave looked at them surrounding him. He didn't answer, looking down as he collected his books, but one of the boys took a book from him. I want this. Please give it back to me. Jay got up trying to take the book, but another guy pushed Dave by shoulder. If you want it, then you should fight us. How can a nerd fight? I want to see it too. Smart. They all laughed at Jay and threw insults at him. But suddenly, one of the guys was pushed aside and landed against the wall. Who the hell dares to bully him again? Vine, don't come between us, otherwise. Tay was looking at Vine innocently, but she stepped closer to them, holding Tay's hand and defending him. Otherwise what? Will you bully me too? Well, the principal is on the way. Let's discuss it with him. Hey guys, let's leave. He started leaving hurriedly, and the other guys reluctantly followed him, giving Vine that glass. She flipped her head and looked at Tay. Thank you, Vine. Don't thank me as if I were a stranger to you. Did those hurt you, Tay? He shook his head no, but she saw his elbow was slightly injured. Her face turned concerned. The heck, you liar. Does it hurt, Tay? She pulled his hand forward and blew on his injury. He relaxed as she scolded him and checking his injury. Come with me. She started dragging him with her. Don't worry, it's a minor injury, she said and looked back at him, confused by the way Tay was looking at her now. What? You are so brave and caring. I'm not a brave girl. I'm also scared of them, but I pretend to be brave to save you from them. Seriously? Yes, I'm scared of everything, but I pretend to be brave. But I can't even pretend to be near my auntie. I lost my parents when I was 15 years old, and from then on, My auntie, who is my mom's sister, raised me, but not with love, only for money. She beats me whenever I try to defend myself. I'm so scared of her too. She has abused me many times. Her voice cracked with sadness. Tay suddenly hugged her, making her freeze. Now I understand why you are trying to make me change, to be strong and brave. Why are you trying to save me? You are seeing yourself in me, right? He moved a step back, looking at her for an answer. Not only that, I have another reason too. What is that? The reason is, I won't tell you right now, but I want to see you as stronger, like a powerful. Change a bit, dear. I'll try one. He smiled, her eyes widened in surprise, a soft curse escaping from her lips. Jay, did you just smile at me? Yes, I did. And I'll always do it with you while. Her face lit up with a radiant smile. She shook a step closer to him and she whispered, her voice filled with emotion. I can't believe this. Then believe it later. Now let's go to class. Jay walks ahead and Ryan follows him, still in a daze, her eyes fixed on his back as if in a trance. From that day they became closer and closer and Ryan tried to let him know her feelings, but he didn't seem to notice. Ryan's feelings for Jay grew stronger each day, but he didn't notice, leaving her emotions hidden, yet still hopeful. Sometimes she would catch him looking at her, but his expression would be natural, giving her a small smile. Tay and Ryan had a blast at the amusement park, and Tay continued his usual naughty self. But she found it adorable, but also frustrating as she tried to find moments to hint at her feelings to him. As the day ended, they sat together on a bench. Ryan's eyes widened as Tay suddenly stopped talking and gave her a piercing look, making her gulp and she smiled awkwardly. Stay here, I'll bring snacks for us, he said before disappearing into the crowd. As soon as he was gone, Ryan let out a frustrated sigh and whispered to herself, how many days will it take, Tay? Come on, notice already. Don't you feel my love for you? I have tried a few times to confess, but you didn't understand. You are so oblivious, Tay. She shook her head, chuckling at his cluelessness. Tay returned with a big smile, bearing her snacks and handed them to Ryan. Enjoy it, he said, watching her eat the popcorn with a grin. But Ryan's eyes looked onto his. Her voice bent above a whisper. Tay, can I ask you something? Of course, he replied, his expression open and friendly. Ryan's heart skipped a beat. Didn't you ever get confused by my behavior towards you? Like, maybe I feel something more than friendship? Tay's smile vanished, and he stopped eating, his face furrowed. No, Ryan, why would I think that? We are just friends. Just friends? Her tone was heavy, as she realized he might not suspect her feelings at all. Her eyes fell up, but she managed to hold back the tears. Yes, just friends. Friends. Why did you stop eating? Eat some of those popcorns first. Why the hurry? You will find out. He smiled at her, but she didn't smile back. Confused, she continued eating, was surprised to find a ring in the tub of popcorn. Ryan's eyes widened in shock as she held out the ring. Jay, look at this, it's a ring. Tay's face lit up with a tender smile. That's not just a ring, but my love proposal to you, Ryan. Ryan's eyes grew even wider in disbelief as he took the ring and gently slid it onto her finger. Their eyes met, Tay's gaze filled with sincerity. No, we aren't just friends, but lovers. I know you love me too, Ryan. Since when? Since the start. Ryan's face turned in mark and anger. You? She tried to hit him, but Tay pulled her closer and his eyes sparkling with amusement. I just waited for the right time, and I wanted to tell you something else. She placed her index finger on his lips. And now, you give me a little heartbreak just by saying just friends. Weeks passed and Tay and Ryan grew in their lab. Everything was going well until one unfortunate day arrived. Let's break up, Tay. What did you say? He couldn't believe what he was hearing from his girlfriend, whom he had loved since the beginning. My auntie has arranged a marriage for me with a 15 years old gangster for money. I told her I can't go through with it and that I loved you, but she said she knew already. She threatened to have you killed by the gangster's curse, but I didn't agree. I want you to, but if I stay, it means you will die. I can't lose you. I want you alive. Please forgive me for leaving you. I'll face you, auntie, and the mad gangster's plan. Wine, I'll protect you. Wine's eyes filled with tears as she spoke seriously, warning him for the first time by calling him out reluctantly. Jay, you can't be serious. You are a man, not a fighter. You can't even fight after fight. No, I'm strong too. Don't talk foolishly. Tay, I don't have another choice to protect you from them. Leave me. Tay, she fixed my wedding for tomorrow morning as well. Her eyes filled with tears as she ran away, wiping them, leaving Tay speechless. Ryan stood beside the old man, wiping her tears as a page date the marriage was. A few girls looking intimidating stood near. Ryan didn't say anything as she didn't want to marry him, but her auntie approached and whispered something that made Ryan stop. Her auntie then smiled and returned to her place. Suddenly, a loud, dangerous voice thundered. She doesn't. Chaos flashed, a gunfire exploded around them. Van looked back with her bloody eyes, and that's when she saw him. Jay, her neck and she saw more than 30 girls on either side of him. Of course, she was speechless and stunned, seeing her married boyfriend appearing as a powerful mafia figure. She couldn't believe her own eyes as Jay walked directly down the aisle, surrounded by countless girls. His transformation from nerd to mafia was left Ryan silence. This can't be. Mighty, the same Jay who is afraid of police, and now I'll protect you, Ryan, always. His gaze looked onto hers, his voice loud and commanding. Meanwhile, James was about to command his guards to shoot. Gunfire started, but he couldn't because he saw T, the one who was coming towards them. James was scared to see T because T was the mafia king and the head of every gangster. So you got guts to marry my lady? Boss, forgive me. I really didn't know she was yours. Her auntie gave me the offer and I agreed seeing that girl. Working under my feet, she want my lady, huh? Jay pulled the gun and pointed at James' head, about to pull the trigger. Please, boss, forgive me, I'm sorry. It's all her auntie's fault. She created this. So you got ready to marry a young girl who is half your age, 20 years old, and you are 54? I never meant to do this. I'm begging you, leave me, boss. How can I dare to marry the mafia king's lady, the king of the world? I wouldn't dare. Tay's gaze remained cool, his fingers still on the trigger, as Jane knelt down, begging and crying. Ryan watched in shock, feeling like she was in a movie. Tay rolled his eyes and glanced at Ryan's auntie, who was already trembling. Before he could speak, she tried to run in fear, realizing she had messed up with the mafia king. Tay remained calm, but his guards quickly controlled her, forcefully dragging her towards him. Please, sir, leave me. I didn't know she was in love with the mafia king. I thought she loved a nerd. Please. So she loves a nerd? That means you are ready to happily kill the love and make her marry an old man, right? His tone made Ryan's aunt flinch, her eyes wide with fear. Please forgive me. I made a mistake. Please leave me. She begged, tears streaming down her face as Day's scars held her in place. Day's grip unnerving. How can I leave you when you abused my lady and wanted to ruin her life? Guards, throw her in our basement. She needs special treatment from our hungry dogs. What? No, no, please, she begged as they dragged her away, Day marking at her place. He then looked at Twan, who was staring at him without blinking. She didn't question him, but her eyes searched him deeply and seriously, his eyes locking onto hers as he held her hands, caressing them gently as he confessed his true identity. Yes, I'm not your no, but your dangerous mafia king. I'm sorry for hiding my identity from you. I wanted a girl who would fall in love with me for who I am, not for my money or power. That's why I pretend to be a nerd, to find a true girl who loves me purely. And when I joined your college, the first day when you saved me from being bullied by senior, I got a good impression of you. I loved it when you would come and talk to me and give me advice whenever someone troubled me or called me love. I felt you care for me, the way you were close to me, and the fact that you never called me out. His thumbs stroked her hands, his touch soothing, as he waited her response, but her silence spoke volumes. But my love for you is genuine. I'll do anything to protect you, Vaughn. Why didn't you even tell me when we were already in relationship? I wanted to tell you, I really did, but I remembered what you once told me, that you are scared and just pretend to be beautiful. I hesitated, thinking, what if I tell her about me and she stops loving me? When I proposed to you, I tried to tell you, but you didn't let me finish. And sometimes I tried to bring it up, but I was scared of the moment when would you get scared. I'm totally present. I'm scared of everything. Yes, I agree. But after knowing you are the mafia king, why am I not getting scared or angry? And how can I still stand steadily in front of you, like I used to when you pretend to be another enemy? Her words made Day's face brighten, and he stepped closer to her, cupping her face, gently looking into her eyes deeply. Because you feel safe with me, because you love me, because you have more love for me than you have fear of other things. I'm promising you, please marry me. I'll take care of you as my queen. Smile but pouted, but I love the nerd version of Day, that innocent Day too. Day chuckled and stepped back, making a cute baby face with his eyes even pouting. I'll be a nerd for you too, all you for you. I'll do anything for you. I'll do whatever you want, however you want, baby girl. She blushed, and on her own she moved closer to him and kissed his cheek. Get ready for multiple tasks. And now, being a mafia king, this made me stunned, seeing my Day finally in a full and strong version, for which I tried to change it to be strong. Okay, man,